And right now, this is how last week's close uh, looked like. You can see it closed kind of bullish. It basically saved itself at the very last moment.
Yeah, it did.
And
It
the whole,
almost was dropping below the band, printing a bear signal
yeah,
too.
it was it was like, it was super volatile.
Yeah,
and
it disappeared
and the
last second. Also, just as a quick aside, the way that the bear print and the bull prints work with the indicator, they don't retroactively adjust based on market conditions. They are printing when the candle closes. So they'll
right.
pop up and they might disappear before a candle closes. But when a candle closes, if the conditions for the bull or the bear print are met, then that bull or bear print will be printed on the chart and will stick there. It won't retroactively be adjusted
Yeah,
somehow.
there's no repainting or
Yeah,
whatever.
none of
So
that.
it's like,
It's
you
a
know, it's none of that.
what you see is what you get. Basically, is kind of the
Exactly.
idea is to make it again straightforward, simple, clear.
Yeah, clear and visual to use. And then like, you can see like basically how this is the S&P 500 as SPY. On the left side is screen. On the right side is the QQQ on the Nasdaq, and you can see how, in 2022 it had topped out and it had printed bear. It had signaled bear with the red band right on top, and then same for the QQQ. And then we went into a bear market, just like the indicator told us, and then it flipped bull this year, and then we've been on an upswing ever since then. So it's got the tops and bottoms really well, perfectly. And and so we were wondering if it does go back into a bear print or a bear signal, and that was the danger. It kind of looked like that briefly, but then the week closed bullish. So for the bulls, so we talked about how the DXY relates to equities. So the hope for the bulls is that the dollar ends up actually not bouncing, and it continues down.
Yeah, falls back
And this
maybe
ends
into
up
the
being
channel, and then
exactly
we
a
have it.
deviation
Yeah,
lower high.
yeah,
That's the best case for the bulls, not
yeah.
for the forex bulls. It's for the market. So forex
Yes,
people,
stock market and equity bulls.
if you use the indicator, this would have just been like really easy money.
Yeah, you
You
just
know,
trade the dollar side of the forex market when you see a bull. You trade the foreign exchange side of it when you see the bears,
exactly.
and it's
And
very straightforward. And forex
but
markets have absurd leverage and insane amounts of yield, so or
right.
rather volume. So you can actually make some really ridiculous plays there.
Exactly. And so the bull case for equities is that it's a cup and handle pattern. This is a common pattern, and
Yeah,
this is kind of what it looks like. And here's the chart. So let me pull it up side by side. So you can see how, like, it's sort of a bullish continuation pattern, and you can see how we have that cup here, and then we have the handle, which is the downward
yeah,
choppiness. So now, for it to confirm, it needs to break out,
yeah.
and then
Of that
how
top
you
channel there.
exactly the blue line right here, and
Yeah.
this is the same for the QQQ. You can see the same thing.
And it's interesting
Oh,
to note that with both of these, we are approaching like we're above the strength band, so we're not. The indicator isn't telling us it's time to sell. It still hasn't printed bear, so it's still
right,
bullish. It looks like we're at the spot where we want to bounce, and the SRSI is in oversold territory. So we have lots of room
exactly.
to do
So
this
a lot of
move.
room up,
Things are looking
and
pretty bullish.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it's interesting, and how you measure the target is that you take the distance from the base of the cup to where the handle is, and then you sort of like extend the same. Uh, you check the same height, and then you extend it upwards, and that's how you get the potential
dang.
target.
What's the?
So,
Did you check what the percentages on that target? That's a
uh, no
That looks like a pretty
idea.
fat percent. I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like new highs.
Yeah, that would push. That
I
would
haven't checked
definitely.
really.
I mean, before you get to the end of that pattern playing out, it would definitely have made new all-time highs for the SPY and the QQQ.
Yeah, see, like I think at like about 480 for the SPY, like that's already new highs.
Yeah,
Uh, But it's not going to go up in a straight line. There's going to be
Of course.
pullbacks and retests and all that. So, but like eventually, basically, when it breaks out in the channel, that's a really good sign.
Yeah.
So it breaks out, it bounces, and then you get that SR flip. That's probably a time to go all in
yeah,
as far as S&Ps go, because it's going to be everything is going to be green. We're going to have blast off.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot of room in our target to get
Yeah.
to the top there. So good time to
So-
kind of like be greedy. While I would say a lot of retail, at least, is very fearful at the moment. Everybody's singing that the market's about to dump. We're all about to enter a recession, and the technical.
I mean,
analysis,
it has been a choppy market. Like, look at it.
true.
Like, we've just been
savage.
And see, that's the handle right here.
Yeah.
We've just been like chopping. This is the weekly, so this is like multiple weeks that you're seeing the up down.